welcome back to Friday Reads, where we help you find your next read. I'm Jill.
And I'm Julie, and we have a special guest today. Leah Dobrinska is with us. Not only is Leah one of our patrons, but she is also one of our local authors, who I know a lot of you are familiar with. And she has written a cozy mystery series, which begins with Death Checked Out. Who doesn't love a series with a librarian in it?
Right.
And we invited Leah because we are doing cozy mysteries today. So Jill, your first pick.
All right, my first one is Hiss and Tell by Rita Mae Brown. This is the Mrs. Murphy series. This is number 31. It's the newest one. It was published last year in 2023. When a series of mysterious deaths spoil the Christmas season in Crozet, Virginia, Mary Minor, Harry Harrison, and her beloved cats and dog lend the police a helping paw in this exciting holiday mystery from Rita Mae Brown and her feline co-author, Sneaky Pie Brown. This has been around forever. I think I read this when I was a teenager, and she's still writing them. Christmas is coming, and Harry's to-do list is a mile long. The days are filled with delivering holiday baskets to neighbors in need, chopping down the perfect tree with her best friend Susan Tucker, and hunting for the elusive special gift for her beloved husband, Farmon Fair Harrison. Harry also decides to try her hand at dog showing, enrolling her handsome Irish wolfhound puppy, Pirate, in classes to prepare for future exhibition. Through it all, holiday cheer and plenty of treats for Pirate keep spirits high. But the holidays aren't cheerful for everyone. Harry's friend on the police force, Cynthia Cooper, warns that the season can bring an uptick in crime. Her words prove tragically prescient when Harry and Susan discover the body of a man by the side of the road, dead, without any clues to his identity. One suspicious death is bad enough, but when Cooper reports that 2 or more bodies have been found, also unidentified, Harry knows trouble is afoot. The autopsies for all 3 bodies reveal the presence of a deadly drug. Could their deaths have been accidental or a devious killer on the prowl? With the help of her feline sidekicks, Mrs. Murphy and Pewter, as well as T. Tucker the Corgi and Pirate, Harry vows to find the answers and stop the spate of death so that all Crozet can have a very Merry Christmas. So, Rita Mae Brown's Hiss and Tell, if you want a little Christmas in your cozy.
With a feline sidekick.
Couple
Leah.
of them.
Cats solve murders.
Yes. Oh, love the animal sidekicks. All right, my first pick for today is Hammers and Homicide by Paula Charles. This is part of the Hometown Hardware Mystery Series. It's the first book in the series, and I have it on good authority that book number 2 comes out early next year. So This is a good time to read this one. Recent sexagenarian widow Donna Carpenter thought running her own hardware store after the death of her husband was hard enough. With her adult daughter April moving back into town and Darlene, the annoying boutique owner next door to her shop, poking around, Donna has her hands full. But when she finds a dead man in the bathroom of her store with a framing hammer by his side, she's in way over her head. The victim, Warren Highcastle, was a land developer who was looking to purchase the old theater in town to build a new hotel. Donna and April, worried about the implications of the crime scene at the hardware store, put themselves on the case. They soon learned that Warren had made quite a few enemies in his short amount of time in town. As the suspect list starts growing, so too do the threats against Donna and April. Can Donna and April nail the killer before they strike again?
Ooh.
I know, this is a good one.
That's my favorite part of the cozies is the way the write-ups are
The
with all the puns.
yes.
I love that.
And the titles.
Yes.
My first pick is Olivia Black's From the Record Shop Mysteries, and this is the 3rd book in the series. This came out in June, I believe, and this is Rhythm and Clues, and everybody who knows me knows my husband and I like to go out for live music. We often go to a program called Rhythm and Brews, so I had to pick Rhythm and Clues. It's been 5 whole months since the last murder in Cedar River. And Junie Jessup and her sisters Tansy and Maggie have been humming along when disaster strikes again. Their struggling vinyl record shop, Coffee Nook, Sip and Spin Records, is under pressure from predatory investors, though the Jessup sisters aren't ready to face the music and admit defeat. But the night after their meeting, the sketchy financier is killed outside their shop during a torrential Texas thunderstorm. That storm washes out all the roads in and out of town. Now the sisters find themselves trapped in Cedar River with a killer, and Junie is determined to solve the case. When the river spits out an unexpected surprise, Detective Bo Russell asks for Junie's help, never predicting her investigation will spin her into danger. Up until now, the Jessup sisters have been playing it by ear, but with the whole town watching, can they catch a killer before he strikes again? And this series begins with Vinyl Resting Place continues with A Fatal Groove. And then number 3, Rhythm and Clues.
I love that one.
Those are great titles.
My favorite thing. This next one is a brand new one, Miranda Abbott Mystery number 1. This was published last year in 2023 by Ian Ferguson and Will Ferguson. I Only Read Murder. A once famous TV sleuth, an amateur theater production, an onstage murder, a town full of suspects. Miranda Abbott, once known for the crime-solving, karate-chopping church pastor she played on network television, has hit hard times. Turned down for a role on a cable reality show, Miranda is facing ruin when a mysterious postcard arrives summoning her to Happy Rock, a small town in the Pacific Northwest. But when she gets there, nothing is what she expected. In dire straits, Miranda signs up for an amateur production in the Happy Rock Little Theater, competing against a local real estate agent for a lead role. In front of a packed house, one of the actors is murdered live on stage. But one of the 100 witnesses, no one actually saw what happened. Now everyone is under a cloud of suspicion, including the sardonic town doctor, the local high school drama teacher, an oil-stained car mechanic, an older gentleman who may or may not have been in the CIA, and Miranda herself. Clearly, the only way to solve this mystery is for Miranda to summon her skills as television's pastor friend and draw on the help of her new sidekick, Susan, a shy bookstore clerk who seems to know everyone's secrets, because the show must go on. I Only Read Murder. It's a brand new one.
I'm intrigued. All right, my next pick is Cheddar Off Dead. This is the first book in the Cheese Shop Mystery series by Karina Moss. And I think the most recent release just came out like this month. Fondue or Die is the title of that one. So I picked the first book in the series, but there are several for y'all to choose from. So this one goes like this. Cheesemonger Willa Bauer is proving that sweet dreams are made of cheese. She's opened her very own French-inspired cheese shop, Curds and Whey, in the heart of the Sonoma Valley. The small town of Yarrow Glen is Willa's fresh start, and she's determined to make it a success, starting with a visit from the local food critic. What Willa doesn't know is that this guy never gives a good review, and when he shows up, nothing goes according to plan. She doesn't think the night can get any worse until she finds the critic's dead body stabbed with one of her shop's cheese knives.
Oh, no.
Now a prime suspect, Willa has always believed life's problems can be solved with cheese, but she's never tried to apply it to murder.
Ooh. Yes. I like the cheese reference.
No, this one is, it's great for us Wisconsinites.
I wonder how brutal it is to get killed by a cheese knife.
Oh,
I don't know.
Don't think about that.
Yes.
My second pick is Sticks and Scones by Ellie Alexander. This is the newest one in her Bake Shop Mystery series, and this is actually number 19 in that series. That series kicks off with Meet Your Baker, and that was published back in 2014. It's late spring in Juliet's charming hamlet, Ashland, Oregon. Spotted deer are nibbling on lush green grasses, the Japanese maples are blooming, and Tort is baking a bevy of spring delights, lemon curd cupcakes, mini coconut cream pies, grapefruit tartlets, and chocolate-dipped almond cookies. Meanwhile, her friend Lance, the artistic director of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, is taking center stage with his new theater troupe, the Fair Verona Players. They have a performance at a local vineyard, and it promises to be a modern, gender-bending twist on The Taming of the Shrew. But as the curtain rises, so do strange occurrences. Stage mishaps and internal bickering threaten to derail the production. But as the curtain rises, the real show begins, when the leading actor, Jimmy Paxton, meets his final curtain call. Now, Jules is not only in the mix, but she's going to need to craft the perfect recipe for solving this theatrical whodunit. So, Sticks and Scones.
A lot of food references. Y'all might be getting hungry right now. This is the last one in this series. The Richard Osman, The Last Devil to Die. This is a Thursday Murder Club series. I think it starts with the Thursday Murder Club, and there's 4 of them total. And this is the last one, and I think it's going to be the last one because he started a whole new series, which I was not able to get a book for, but you might want to read this one first. Shocking news reached the Thursday Murder Club. An old friend in the antiques business has been killed, and a dangerous package he was protecting has gone missing. As the gang springs into action, they encounter art forgers, online fraudsters, and drug dealers, as well as heartache close to home. With the body count rising, the package is still missing and trouble firmly on their tail. Has luck finally run out? And who will be the last devil to die? Isn't it?
I read the first first one in that series.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's like old folks' home murders.
All right, my final pick is from the Christmas Tree Farm mystery series by Jacqueline Frost. This is the first book in this series, 12 Sleighs of Christmas. And again, another book in this series. I think it's like the 5th or 6th title in this series, just released maybe like earlier this week. So this has been my companion for many a holiday seasons. I love these books. When Holly White's fiancé cancels their Christmas Eve wedding with less than 2 weeks to go, Holly heads home with a broken heart. Lucky for her, home is historic Mistletoe, Maine, and it's magical during Christmas time, exactly what the doctor prescribed. Except her plan to drown her troubles in peppermints and snickerdoodles is upended when local grouch and president of the Mistletoe Historical Society, Margaret Fenwick, is bludgeoned and left in the sleigh display at Reindeer Games, Holly's family tree farm. When the murder weapon is revealed as one of the wooden stakes used to identify trees on the farm, Sheriff Evan Gray turns to Holly's father, Bud, and the Reindeer Games staff. And it doesn't help that Bud and the reindeer keeper were each seen arguing with Margaret just before her death. But Holly knows her father and is determined to exonerate him. The jingle bells are ringing, the clock is ticking, and if Holly doesn't watch out, she'll end up on Santa's naughty list. So that's 12 Sleighs of Christmas.
12 Sleighs of Christmas.
Yes. These are so fun.
I've got that down my to-be-read this Christmas.
Yes. I'm glad.
My last pick is Peking Duck and Cover by Vivian Chen. This is the Noodle Shop Mysteries, and this is book number 10 in that series. Chinese New Year is supposed to be a time of fresh beginnings and a celebration of good fortune to come. Naturally, the shop owners of Asia Village jump at the chance to support property manager Ian Sung when he suggests creating a memorable holiday event that will bring positive light to the plaza and prosperity for all those involved. With Lana Lee as his right-hand woman and head event planner, Ian orchestrates an extravagant evening filled with music, live entertainment, and generous giveaways. But at the end of the night, during an elaborate fireworks show in the parking lot, a member of the Lion Dance performance team is found dead backstage with a single bullet hole through the heart and a red envelope in their pocket containing 4 $1 bills, an omen of death. Ian takes it upon himself, again enlisting Lana's help, to find out who could have killed the talented dancer right under their nose during the celebration. This series begins with Death by Dumpling and Dim Sum of All Fears. So, again, more clever puns in the titles. So,
Love that.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for joining us, Leah, and helping us find some cozy mysteries to read.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
and Leah was also very generous, and she donated 2 of her advanced review copies for the newest book in her Larkspur Library series. She signed them, and we are going to auction or raffle them off. So if you watch our video, like, comment, or share, comment about a cozy mystery series that you like. After we get all those, we will draw from that pool, and 2 of you will win a copy of Leah's signed advanced reader copy for a killer hold. So thank you so much for doing that, Leah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, you can find our videos on the Kimberly Public Library website, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. And until next time, thank you, Leah, for joining us, and thank you all for watching.